Alright, welcome back to Second Chance Iron. This is only probably my third or fourth video, so I'm still learning on it. We did the introduction on it, and of course if I knew how to do that, I'd send you the little link however you're supposed to do it. I don't know, someplace up here or there, I don't know. But so we did that one, and I was going to do that and the brakes at the same time, but with doing that, it almost turned into being a Kevin Costner film because it was way too long. So went ahead and separated it. We got one of them is the kind of the intro of the dump truck and how he did it and got it and everything we did, stuff we got to do. The second one then is the brakes. When I was editing all that, I figured out that I did not do an intro on it and explain what I was doing. So this is the brake part of the video of basically that same video. It was all in one, but I broke it up into two. So this is the brakes. The brakes were working, they were just leaking. So a little explanation what was going on. We're just losing a lot of air and everything. Again, I'm just doing this so if you don't know how to do it, you can see it and know how to do it. And also if I'm doing it and if you guys see anything wrong that I'm doing, note it down below because I appreciate it. If I messed up, I want to fix it. Along with anything else, if you guys see anything DOT related or anything like that. Oh, hi Luna. And if you see anything like that, let me know, and we'll see if I can get that fixed. So, other than that, oh, I did get a haircut finally. So, at the end, when it looks like Nick Nolte's mugshot, that's still me. I just finally got trimmed up. So, anyway, with that, here's the brake job on the KW900, the 1980 KW900. So, all right, ready, Luna? Okay, thanks. Okay, yeah, see, I still got it. It's like a R, I think it's an R8 relay valve back there. I don't know if you can hear it leaking or not. That's still leaking, but yeah, both these chambers were leaking last time I parked it in the shop or the Quonset. So I tried with the impact, I got the bottom ones off. But yeah, them top ones, yeah. I got the torch already, so I figure if you get the torch out, you shouldn't have to use it. But got some WD. I'll spray that on there. Let's see if I can find the slack. Oh, there it is. Slack adjusters up here. Crawl here better for you. Okay. So yeah, what we want to do is back this off. I got the right side of the wrench. We'll see. 5/8 or 9/16. I think it's 9/16. Okay. So I figure out which way to back this off. Yes, and that way. For a minute, let's make it tighter. There we go. Yep. This way. There you can see. You got a little gap in there right now. Yeah, look at the brakes. I mean, that's good brakes. That's on both sides, so. Get that. Now we gotta get the collar key out. And on this side of it, and this pin right here. Gotta get the cotter key out and then get this knocked out. So I'm gonna have to get some heat. Then I also need wrenches to get this hose off. I gotta get 2 new hoses, so I'll get 3. One for this side, one for the other side, and then this other one that supplies it. But I'll get them taken off and take them into town so I can get them the right size and everything. But yeah, I'll need both of them. There's the temperature sensors for these. I changed the oil in the pumpkins. This one had some water in it. It was flooded where it was at, but he said it never got to it. But this thing had a bunch of water in it, so I don't know how else the water got in. But changed the oil in that one too. That stuff's expensive. Holy cow! Probably $200 just to fill these things back up. So anyway, all right, let me see if I can start getting this thing out. See if I can get you set up to where you can just watch it and I don't have to hold this thing. You don't have to get the Blair Witch Project. Phew, good. Okay, what WD got that going? Let me get this little card key out. You bet it's gonna come out. What do you think? Brake or not? Well, he said brake, you win. Got it. Rusted. Oh, jeez. I think that was tighter than the mounting bolt. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, that's not coming out of the... That's going to be that whole thing. Yeah, there's a little nipple in there, but yeah, that's not coming out of the hose to the swivel. Okay, well, that's loose. I'll just take the chamber out and we'll spin it. Jeez. There we go. Look at that. There we go. Now the hose is easy. Whoa. Okay. One down. I think we figured out the way to do it. Yeah, I'll show you when we get it out though. I ended up torching that clevis because it comes with a new one. Okay, camera fell, but I think you get the gist of what I was doing. Anyway, okay, these are the 20s for up front. And these are both of them. These, somewhere, I don't even know if the camera's gonna pick it up. It took me forever to find it anyway. But it should say 30 on it. Yeah, so they're right there, 30. Let me see that or not. Anyway, it says 30 on it. And the front ones, they said 20 on the case. But see, these new ones don't say nothing. But the guy where I got them said even if you can't read the numbers on them, he said most of the time if you measure around the circumference, like put a line someplace, measure around it, and take that, or if you don't have the old can to take in, like, because I like to have the stuff here ready to go, but hopefully it's right. But if you mark a line, measure around it, find out the circumference, most of the time it'll get you close enough to the right size anyway, because you can tell these are two different sizes there. But anyway, you can see these where they're leaking. But yeah, that's this spot here, trying to get the cotter key out and everything was so rusted out. I just burned this side off with the end of that pin because it comes with a new pin, new clevis, so I don't need these. I just wanted to make sure I left the one side still, one side, so that way you can measure to cut the rod, because these are 30 shorts, not 30 longs. So yeah, both of them were leaking. This one I think was leaking worse than the other one, but so yeah, that's why we're replacing them. So now start measuring this and chop all of this off. So we're only going to need it about right there, I think. But I got to get these broke loose now, so probably more torching to get them broke loose. Make sure I get the right measurements. But I guess I don't need to. They're there, right there. So I can measure from there to there, and then also measure from here to the center of the eye. Should be good enough, the center of the eye down to there. So I'll get those two measurements, this one and this one, to that stud or your threads. So we'll do that on this new one, both of them. It should be the same, and check the angularity on it too. I did find out when I was doing this back one the shorts, because this is a 30-30 short. The long will have little square, instead of the round ones here, they'll have square ones. They should say 30-30L or 30L or something. But yeah, see, this one says 30-30. This one was puking. Pretty much when I got home, it was puking, so I replaced it. This one's not too old, but you see the angularity on that. Show you. You can see the angularity. This is not supposed to be more than a 90, which I got it pretty close to a 90 now. In fact, I could probably even shorten it up a little bit. But from the slack adjuster to this rod, you want 90 degrees there to up here. But now, when I did this one, they always say measure off your old one. Well, I did. Well, when I did that, it looks like that. So I got to take this and cut it down so this is at a 90 when the brakes are set, because you don't want anything over a 90 because of geometry and everything else. But so yeah, I got to shorten this one. So whoever put this one on didn't, I don't know, I guess I can't yell at him. I didn't know what I was doing until I did a little research. But anyway, it's supposed to look like that one, 90 degrees. But the front ones that we just took off, those look pretty good. So we'll go ahead and get those set up where they're at. Yeah, it makes you nervous because, yeah, if you cut too much of this off, you're pretty much done. You messed them up. But looking at these though, they got a little extra thread, so we can cut, you know, cut it up to here. That gives us quite a bit of play to adjust it. So anyway, I'll get these all marked up and measured and go from there. Okay, so I got that ran down. This nut ran down all the way. This one here, and then so now our measurements were 1.11 inches from the base to the threads. So inch 5/8, so we'll go right in there, I guess. Actually, you know what I might do? So I get a nice straight cut. There we go. So leave that one there. That gets pretty close anyway. Okay, same with this one. I'll mark it just in case. It's 11. There. Ooh. Worked at 5/8, I guess. There we go. Now I guess pretty darn close. Okay, I'll go ahead and get the grinder and or the cutoff wheel. We'll go ahead and cut these off. Then I'll grind off the edge and then we can put these on. Okay. Yeah, see, that's what I do it. Okay, I think it said what? 2 3/4, the center of the eye. I gotta come back out. So in there someplace. Didn't put any anti-seize, so I'll have to get that on there. Alright, well, I'll get some anti-seize on there, get that other one cut, and this will go from there. So. Okay, I went in and got anti-seize on the threads, and got all the measurements right. I got anti-seize there. They still turn. We'll get it set up when we get in there, but I want to get these in first. Probably won't get the hoses now, but then we'll take them front ones off. Cause we got, looks like storm coming finally. We haven't had any snow or rain this winter at all. So anyway, let's see if we can get them put in quick. Okay, back at it. A little colder today, but okay. First, I want to check that bushing. Bushing's not too bad. It's a little wore, but what we're doing, we're gonna do. It'll be all right. Now our measurement was 2 3/4 the center of the hole. Looks about right. Now it's perpendicular with the bolts. I really hope we don't have to clock this, which we might get away with it. Clocking it means putting this to where it's better off for the hoses, because if it's down here, I mean, we can turn it, this part of it, or we can turn the whole unit around. Well, this one's at a 90, so we need it on this side, and I think the hose will reach down here, but we'll have to take this plug out and take this one and put it into there. So I'll have to do that when we get it in there, but let's see how this goes. Be able to get it. Yep, there we go. I'll put a little anti-seize on this. There. Okay, that's in there. Plenty of anti-seize. Okay. Now, I put the key in there, and I'm not going to bend it till we get everything done. Well, that was on. Of course, I need a wrench to get this off. Yeah, a crescent wrench or something. Let me get a crescent wrench. Okay, let's see. Over here. Okay. Now, since this is the one we're using, I want to plug this one. So I took that plug out, and then we'll put a little pipe dope on it and put it in the back. It's kind of made generic for everybody, all applications, which is nice. Just remember, this stuff is pipe dope, pipe sealant, thread sealant, whatever you want to call it. It's not called fix-a-flat, so you don't need that much of it. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this got a little adapter. It's got your standard pipe threads on this end, and then this other end is for the hose. So we'll get some pipe dope, we'll put that in there. There we go. This end we do not need pipe dope on, because I don't know if you can kind of see the little 45 in there on the inside of that. This actually sits inside of that, and that's what seals it. So it's not the threads, it's that, I don't know, that tight fitting, I guess, is what's going to do it. Like I said, I don't know if we're going to have to clock this thing or not. I don't know. If we get her hooked up, we'll find out. She's got to come up here. Yeah, I have a feeling we're going to have to clock it, which we are. Yep. So, we're going to have to add some air, kick it out, and then we'll have to hold it, and then I'll show you how to do that. All right. Well, there we go. Get the stuff to clock that, I guess. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add air to the hose right here, and then it's going to push it out, and then I'm going to bite onto the threads, and then that's going to hold the spring down, and then I can loosen this up, the strap here, and then I can turn this, clock it up to where it used to be, was up here at a 45. So, all right, we'll see if that works. If I get it to work. Oh yeah. Get this set up. Okay, there we go. So now the brakes are set. Oop. Brakes are set out. Now I can loosen this up. These are dangerous, guys, so make sure you're paying attention. Well, it doesn't feel too tight. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. That should come around over here to about right there. We're looking for no kinking, so maybe I'll go a little bit more. Yeah, I'm liking that. I think we'll go right there. Gotta make sure that this thing is tight and will not go, because there's a big spring in here. This is just air with the diaphragm in the middle. If you take this off, this band off, without holding that spring down, especially in here, this thing will go flying out at you, and who knows what's going to happen. You're talking hurt. So make sure, safety first. That's tight, will not go anywhere. We're not taking this off, we're just loosening it, but it was spinning, so we knew we had this tight. So now we can go ahead and let this off. Since this is tight, this one's tight, and we got it clocked where we needed it, so now we can let her go. Boom. There we go. Okay. this fitting goes in here. It's already got the thread lock on it. Should go right inside there. So now, let's put some pipe dope on her. Okay, I got pipe dope for this end. You guys can see right in the way. Pipe dope for this. This end's the swivel. So we want to put this one on last, because the hose will be stuck where it's at when we get this end tightened up. Then you just turn this onto it and it tightens it up. So we're going to put this one in first. Okay. That's good. We'll check that. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. Now I'll do the same for the other side. Okay, everything's gonna clear. It's nice and swooping. There's no kinks anywhere. So yeah, I took out the 90 for 45 that was here, and that was an 18 hose. Now it's a 24, I think we put in. Yeah, 24. But it was clear up to here before with the fittings and over to that side. So it's probably got about the same kink as it did before. It's just now we're coming straight in, getting rid of a lot of fittings. Got a different fitting for that too, since this hose size was different. So anyway, that's it for that. Now on to the front. All right, we gotta get this stuff going. It's cold. All right, much easier than using a bolt or a socket. Impact. Okay, see, like this one's at the back, like unlike the other ones, and that's where this is the way those other ones came from the back side, and we had to take this out and put it over here. Well, now this one's using it in the back, and hopefully that other one will be right here, and we'll just go ahead and leave it, put it in. We might have to clock this one too though. No, we don't because it's in the center. Never mind. These are easy. You gotta stand up and everything. All right, take the other side off. Okay, I went in and started it. Got everything replaced. I didn't think there was a need for you to see all that again, but got the new one in, got the new hose, put on everything thread locked up. I didn't get the slack adjustment, but we're gonna build the air out first. Get the air built up, and then we'll release the brakes. I'll show you guys how to do that. There's the other one. There's both of those. New hoses, new everything. So, all right, we'll let the air build up, and then we'll go ahead and start setting brakes up. Getting them adjusted anyway. Okay, got 120 each gauge. Yeah, there's those three. Don't really work. Of course, we're not going anywhere anyway, so I doubt it's 100 degrees in the differential. But got both valves pushed in now, so now the brakes are off, wheels are chucked, even the blue one, which again I don't know what that is. But both of them are in. So now we shut her off. We'll go back there and start adjusting brakes. There we go. All right, let's go start adjusting brakes. Okay, so now you can kind of see the gap in there. So we're gonna turn it counterclockwise to get it. We're gonna turn it tight. Now the brakes are released. So we're gonna get the touch. Okay, so now we're going to go back a quarter turn. Okay, that should be a quarter turn. Okay. Okay, so, alright. That's about where she should be, so now a quarter turn again. Okay. Now we'll go to the fronts. Do those. Okay, here's the front. Sorry about the roosters. I think they're on a 10-minute schedule, I think. Looks like and sounds like we're hitting. And the roosters. Okay, so now we want to go a half of turn on this one. I'm going to go just a little bit more because make sure we didn't get too tight. Okay. So now we'll go to the other side. These look like they're pretty tight already. Yeah, see, I don't think these are an adjustment anyway. For the simple fact that it didn't kick out when the brakes were set when we were doing these. And there was a lot of slop, like the slack adjuster was moving in and out no problem. So I have a feeling these weren't set to begin with. But oh, there we go. Now we got it working. Okay, so that looks tight and feels tight, really tight. So now we'll go half a turn. It's gonna be kind of hard this way. Okay, so that one's up top, let's say. So we're gonna go that one down. Okay, those should be set now. What you want to do is you want to go, the reason we're going half a turn on these, jeez, you guys are really barking today. You want to go a quarter turn on the backs for adjustment. You want to go a half turn on the front because you don't want the fronts locking up before the backs. There's a reason you go more on the fronts. So you want more slack, I guess. So anyway, we'll pin the car keys, get her all ready, and we'll go for a test spin and see how we do. All right. Alright, we drove about 2 miles. Don't feel anything on that. Yeah, those are little, they're just warm anyway. Ugh. Okay, we might have to back this one off just a little bit compared to what the rest of them are. The wind, you can even hear me, I don't know. Okay, see that one, I don't feel nothing at all. Yeah, maybe that front one over there. I have to loosen it up just a hair. Move over, bud. You can't drive. test drive went pretty good. I'm happy with the brakes. It stops now. I like it. A little too much when she's empty, but on gravel. But I like it. It's a lot better than what it was. But other than that, can't think of anything else. So, if you guys got any other things that you think we should work on the list, stuff you saw needs fixed, or anything else, any other ways to do it, anything else like that, drop them down there. Let me know. Maybe I did something wrong. Maybe I did it right. Maybe you like the way I did it. Heck, I don't know. I didn't even know what I was doing, honestly. But just doing it, just let everybody know that you can do it. They're not that bad. So, go ahead, drop a comment, leave a like. Appreciate it. Subscribe if you want. Appreciate it. Thanks.